So in today's lesson, you have to go through a slideshow. If you're in Internet Explorer, the slideshow might look kind of small, so if you click here, it will open it up in a larger format. For this lesson, you have to write a letter, a one-page letter to yourself about what you envision your life will be like in 5 years. You must include at least 3 goals. Example of goals may be your education, career, family, money, but it must be in a friendly letter format. And this is what a friendly letter looks like in a nutshell. I have a web page in the lesson to also let you know how to create a friendly letter. It is located here. So a friendly letter should have your address towards the top. It should have the date, should have the name of your recipient, should have paragraphs. These can correspond with your goals, should have a closing, and your signature. This lesson is worth 40 points. Here is the breakdown. If your letter includes at least 3 goals and you elaborate on those goals, that's 15 points. If it has all the requirements for a friendly letter, that's 10 points. If you have no spelling, grammar, or punctuation errors, that's worth 5 points. If your sentences and paragraphs are well constructed, high school work, that's 5 points. And if your letter is easy to read and it's done with pride, that's another 5 points. So I want to quickly demonstrate, because I do have a lot of instances where students do not give full credit just because they did not follow the proper format for a friendly letter. So if you remember, it said you should have your return address. It does not have to be your correct address, but it should be your correct name. It can be over to the left or to the right. It should have the date. It should have the name of the recipient. In this case, you're writing the letter to yourself. However, you can be fancy and creative with how you address the letter. Then you're going to have your body paragraphs. This is a friendly letter to yourself. How would you write a letter? Keep your 3 goals in mind. So you've typed out your letter. You made sure you got at least 3 goals in there. You definitely want to make sure you check your spelling and your grammar. You're going to sign it. Typically when people are signing their letters, they either sign it with a pen or they use a fancy font. Alright, so if you want to, you can make this a little bit more fancy. That's up to you. It's not required. The only thing that is required is that you have the return address, the date, who it's to, your letter with your goals, your closing, and your signature. So I want to show you examples from other students. In this particular example, it's exactly what we're looking for, right? You can tell she took a look at that friendly letter lesson and she did her letter accordingly. She has her return address, the date, she has the body of her letter, and she signed it. She even did a PS. So I know she looked at that lesson web page for the friendly letter and she did hers accordingly. In this particular example, it's a great letter. I mean, if you read this letter, it's very well written. However, it's missing some things. It does not have the return address, the date, everything else it has. So it's missing those components of the friendly letter, so even though she wrote so much and it's so well written, she will definitely lose points for that. So when completing your friendly letter, please make sure that you take a good look at the point breakdown. Before you submit it, you've included everything that you have to include so that you can get the 40 points.